this is the reason women can't coach in the NFL. Like, I'm being honest. Like,
Darnell, what Darnell? Darnell, let me ask you this as the youngest guy here. Would you really have wanted to be coached by a female?
No, I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that. The reason why I reacted that way, Steve, we've been talking about this shit for 72 hours straight.
Matt McChesney was all like, "Oh, yeah, but Matt, you're not answering the question. Do these women put in the same work to get to the places they are as men?" I think that's a very basic, fundamental question.
And then my rebuttal to that question to you, somebody asked you, Steve.
Yeah.
In the event that a woman did put the work in, are you now okay with it?
I'm more okay with it, but I'm not going to lie to you. In a game like football that is vicious, violent, and physical, I actually think it's a lot like boxing. You have to have done it at any type of level to really be respected. Although there are a few anomalies, but I just think football is that one game. Look, there's not a lot of female football leagues. Like, I can see basketball. Basketball's basketball.
I made that point yesterday.
Softball to baseball is kind of the same thing. The rules are a little different, but the same thing. Volleyball, golf, tennis. Football is a uniquely men's sport outside of the Lingerie Football League. And I want to tell those young, great athletes, we love the Lingerie Football League. We respect what you do. This is a Lingerie Football League respecter show. So nothing, not to besmirch these fine ladies. But other than that, who's really playing ball, Darnell? Come on.
Hey, Steve, here's the telltale sign.
Right, Darnell, you didn't answer the question, though, Steve.
Hey, Smitty, Steve, I'm going viral for this for probably the wrong reasons, but I'm going to say they're the right reasons.
What else is new?
And we know. I want to go on Whitlock and say it. I want to go on McAfee and say it. I'm over the hump, Steve, on it. I'm at past the point of no return.
It's too late. You got to go all the way in now. It's a wrap.
I'm all in. Yeah. All 2 feet in or no feet at all. So here's my point, though. Like, this whole thing, there's no women coaching rugby. And on the women's side of rugby, men coached women in rugby, and the women don't want to be coached by women in rugby.
I don't watch rugby, so I don't really.
So here's my point, though, Steve. I have yet to see a female or have a female DM me, talk to me, message me that I'm wrong. They all agree with me. Every woman, real women, agree with me.
Yeah,
men is who disagrees with me, and that's why I'm like, we got a bunch of beta males out here.
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at every American city that's crime infested and decaying. It's run by female mayors. But anyway, here's the thing. I said this on It's the Truth. Look it up. They all fit a certain profile. Here's the thing I said last year, so this is nothing new. If you had a female head coach in the NBA or the NFL, this is the truth, Darnell. I know you're going to try to like disassociate yourself with it, but call me Carl Williams, and I want to bring the truth. The number one phrase that would be uttered in a locker room if you had an NBA or NFL female head coach under their breath, the number one phrase would be, "Bitch, please." I mean, let's just be honest about it. Nobody likes to be chewed out by men, but you take it. You get chewed out by a little 5'7" girl, like, and you'd be like, with the ponytail, you'd be like, "Oh, bitch, please." I mean, it would not strike. It would not strike. It wouldn't. I mean, come on, Darnell.
No, listen. Let me jump in. And JB, back me up on this. I did say the biggest reason why I do agree with you that I don't think women should be in the locker room is because me as a former player, I understand how it's a very masculine, real, like different type of environment where the conversations that we have in the locker room, the language, the back and forth we have as men with the coaching staffs is different than the regular society will be able to understand. Like, you got to be in that environment to really understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the norm. It's like our own. It's like our own different, like,
you're
world,
savages. So it's a gladiator world. It's
exactly.
Different.
And so
it is not corporate America.
Arguing with my female position coach, and we're really going at it, and we're cussing. That would be an issue on my behalf because I'm yelling at a woman.
I guarantee you, eventually you'd blurt out, "What are you on your period?" There you go. Now you're running bleachers.
Yeah, I was now you're suspended. It's over. You can't. So I do agree. So I agree that it's much more preferred to just have all men in there. mostly because to protect the women, honestly, more than anything. Even the other day when we had you on, Steve, and we played that old rap from the Miami, from the U, Greg Olsen, whatever. That's a regular day in the office. As immature as you want to say, that's a regular ass day. We're just in the locker room. But imagine having that, like, you're doing that rap song that leaks, and you got a woman as your head coach. She hears that and the shit that you're saying about women in the dorm.
Darnell, let's be honest about this. So let's say a major Division I program hires a female in a P5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you are a mother and you've raised your son out of a certain environment, I hear this a lot, where that single parent will say to a coach, I am entrusting you to help raise my son through this process. I'm giving you a boy. In 4 to 5 years, I want you to give me back a man. Okay. If you were that single mom or that parent, given the circumstances we're talking about, wouldn't you want a man in charge of that process instead of a female? Honestly.
Given that circumstance, 100%.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like, I know you're just now jumping in, Steve. Like, me and JB, we're not like super far off. I just think that there are unique circumstances where I'm like, man, like, the conversation, it started off on yesterday just saying, it was a women's strength coach, I think. And I was like, well, a strength coach in the NFL, maybe I don't see that being as bad as like a strength coach at the college level or a position coach or a head coach, because in the NFL, these guys have to come to camp in shape. NFL players are working out majority of the offseason by themselves with their own trainers, with their own crew. They come to camp and then, yeah, they spend time with the trainers there, but it's not like college where I'm with my strength coach like the entirety of the year, where that relationship truly, truly matters. So I'm saying I feel like a woman's strength coach in the NFL could work, because at the end of the day, these are grown-ass men paid at a very high amount where they're already kind of together and they're in shape. Now, the position coach side, I'm with you. I don't know you can have like a woman head D-line coach or women's like this offensive coordinator or D coordinator. Like, I just understanding the environment, I don't think that'll work. Is it fair? No, it's not. But understanding the environment, I do agree with you guys. It just wouldn't make sense. Real quick, the last example that I threw at JB earlier, see, I'm gonna throw it at you.
Yeah.
There are single fathers out there who are just, it's them, and they raise their girls, they raise their daughters, and they grow up together. And those fathers, they wanted to have a boy, they wanted to have a son, but they didn't. They had a girl. So they raise that girl almost like a boy, meaning that they go to football games together, basketball games together. She grows up like a tomboy, whatever. She loves the game of football. This girl, because she gets to become a young adult, and she's like, Dad, I want to coach. And JB said if he has a daughter and she wants to coach, he's gonna tell her, no, you can't do it. In that situation, I'm like, damn, as a father, how do you look at your girl who you know actually knows the game, loves it, you raised her. She's a grown woman now, and you're telling her, no, daughter.
Yeah, but you're talking about coaching football specifically, because if it was basketball, volleyball,
football, it's a football conversation, Steve.
Well, then I think that thing, again, football is a very uniquely male sport, no matter what anyone says.
No matter what. I hear you.
Smitty don't get it. I don't get it.
I get it. I just think it's like two things can be true. I get it, but it's also fucked up. Because there are women that know football more than men. I swear to God, I know it for a fact. Just because you're a man doesn't mean you know football automatically. There's a lot of men I didn't ran into, and they say, I'm at the barbershop, and they say some dumbass shit, and I just kind of sit there and just like, okay.
But that's a Twitter guy. Like, we're talking about
coaches.
Group of people that know how to coach. We're skipping over those people to hire a woman that's never played the game. Like, I just want to be clear here. It's worse to have a strength conditioning coach than a position coach. I'm just going to be honest with you.
At the NFL level?
Fucking right. Smitty, get your motherfucking ass down and hit your level to the knee level.
They're not doing that in the NFL like that, JB. You know that. They're not talking in the NFL like that. That's college. That's college.
Coaches or supervisors. They're not doing that in the NFL.
Thank you. Stop, JB. Stop.
So now, in the college level, they are.
That's what they are. The most important guys. That's why I said that.
Football strength coaches are the most important guys in the offseason. They are. They're the ones. They're the one person that can see those players every day.
And listen, we could talk to Weddle about this. We could talk to other people about this. The college person that is underdeveloped, that gets in an NFL strength conditioning program is needed to finite mechanics, fundamentals, strength, everything. Elasticity. We're going to try to get them stretched out. All those things. There's no way you can sit here and tell me that a woman is going to get my NFL player better than he was in college. That's the bottom line.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the strength coach is the one outlier for me that I gotta disagree, man. Because like again,
here's the
I'm the one guy that works out on this show all the time. And I've had women trainers outside who like will kick my ass, and I'm not just saying it I'm telling you it for a fact. Who have kicked my they know how to fucking work out. Like just because you're a woman and you got breasts, don't mean you don't know how to work out and lift weights and do shit. Come on, y'all.
Strength and conditioning thing. Look, a body is a body. You have to know the anatomy, the workout. I've had a female trainer who worked in boxing, Liza Porras. She was very good. She taught me a workout on 3-minute intervals with the straps, which is incredible. It's the most vigorous, hard workout. I've seen her at the gym. She's earned her stripes. She gets paid a lot of money with some clients that you know of. But again, in the national, it's one thing to do that in a setting that's different. The NFL is still, it's a gladiator's pit.
Boxing really is too.
It is, but it's different. I don't know. The National Football League, I know they're going to start forcing every team. You're going to have to have a female coach, a lesbian coach, a trans. I know they're going to bring that on, but I know this. Most players, in my view, would rather be coached by a traditional, hard-nosed, but fair male.
Listen,
You know?
I've talked to NFL players, and I've had somebody key that plays right now reach out to me yesterday. We're going to have him on the show. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Smitty, it's a fucking joke. Stop defending this shit. I'm over it. It's beyond.
Yeah, Smitty. Shit,
I am not listening to you.
I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry, man. Hey, ladies, I tried. I'm done. I'm done, ladies. I tried my fucking damnedest.
Let's
you
just
can't coach football, ladies. No matter how much work you put in, no matter how big a dream is, no matter how much you study, you can know more than them. You can know all facets of it. You can study under Belichick, under Andy Reid, fucking JB and Pete Carroll. At the end of the day, you got breasts and you just can't do it. It's just an environment. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Let's be honest on the realest show here.
So there we go.
I'm not listening to you. I'm laughing if you yelled at me. You are a joke in my space. It's a mockery. I am trying to have sex with you. I'm not going to listen to you tell me how to defend a gap. Let's just be real. This is coming from players in the NFL right now. They're looking at them as, damn, she got ass. You're not listening to her. Damn, she really got me low on the squat rack, Steve. Like, come on.
JB, what are you trying to do with him, JB?
What are we trying to hit the gap?
The
proper gap.
What you trying to do, JB?
Steve.
I mean, look, we had a movie in the 80s, Darnell, which I think you probably should watch, called Wildcats, where Goldie Hawn.
Send me a link. I watched tonight.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that should be the only head coach we ever see in football is Goldie Hawn in Wildcats. That's it. We don't need to have.
Steve, have you seen All American, this woke ass fucking show on
Okay,
Netflix?
all right. Let me just say this about I watched the first two seasons, and then it got wokety woke, real woke, and I just said I'm out.
Hold on. I recruited Pasinger. I recruited the actual real kid.
That's my guy, by the way. It's my guy, by the way. So be careful.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make it. He ended up getting to Oregon and all that. So I recruited him. I was on his ass. Great kid, great family, all that. He'll tell you the show is a fucking joke and it's a mockery. It's not even close to how it went down.
You know what I hated, though? You know when the moment I cut it is when they went to go visit a HBCU and they inserted a transgender black character. And I said, here we go with the agenda. Out. I just stopped the show right there. And I said, Ty Diggs, Tay Sizzle, I like you. You ought to get away from this. The message they are pushing to me is wrong. And I said, you're out.
It's going to be a shocker to Steve. It's to Smitty. When they fucking hired a female head coach.
That was another one. I know. That little Latino woman. Yeah.
It was a fuckery. I had cringe vibes. I was like, oh, here we go.
That was bad too. Yeah,
Steve.
because she's a little Latina woman. I'm like, all right, what did you play? Kicker? What is your last name? Zendeja?
Here's how it was, Steve.
Come on.
Here's how she came in, Steven. Okay, guys, listen. You did not do that correctly. You did not. You ran the wrong route. You ran the wrong route.
You know, I didn't even think about that. You're right, that little Latina lady. That was
I'm
probably
sitting
like,
there like, what?
she was probably like the place kicker on the Powder Puff team. I mean,
That was it for me. Let's just be honest. And then, Steve, you already know they made the guys in the show like 6'6", pretty long, athletic. Like, yeah, Jermaine Johnson's listening to you, fucking Sarah. Let's just be honest, man.
hey, but you know what was realistic was Tay Diggs had a white wife, and I said, well, okay, he must have played in the NFL then, huh? Oh, anyway, I'm just saying.
Hey, and that's
You guys are right. No women know football more than Steve Kim and Coach JB. It's impossible. It's impossible.
I mean, it is.
It's
literally
impossible.
Darnell, we know realism. We admit the reality of the world today. This is what I do.
Hey,
Steve Kim. I'll put you on the spot. Top 5 jobs women can't have. So football coach. What's the next one?
Football coach. Based on what I've seen, I don't want any of them running a city.
Okay.
They should not be the vice president based on what we've all been through the last 4 years. Good job on the border there. Let's see. Those would be the top 3.
Two more.
I'll give you one.
Any type of driving or pilot.
Fighter.
Yeah, by the way, I saw some
pilot.
Delta thing where they celebrated an all-female staff, and they took a picture of the cockpit. And one of the pilots was a female Asian. And I said, oh, my God, bro, get off that plane. Oh, my God. I would have jumped off that plane with the parachute, even if it didn't take off. I was like, hold on. She's not a stewardess. This crouching tigress is a pilot. Oh, my. I think I'd hitchhike wherever I was going. So what would be the 5th job? I'm not sure, but I think that covers it right there. Driver, pilot, mayor, vice president, coach.
And
there you
I'm
go.
not letting you build my house.
That's another one. They all want equality except when it comes to hard labor.
Construction. And then the other one is, listen, females, I love you guys out there and everything. I love everything you guys do.
But
I don't want you to fight. I don't want you to come home, Layla Ali, and you get in my bed and you have a fucking broken nose and an orbital bone sticking out and your fucking feet are all dirty from being in the ring with no barefoot and all the MMA shit. I don't want it. It's not a womanly act. I just don't. Steve, I don't want my girl coming home after she just got fucking.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Fuck all that.
I'm not the biggest fan of female boxing. I've covered. I like some of them. But unlike my colleagues, I don't pretend like it's the greatest thing ever because I'm not virtue signaling. I get it. But at least, as long as it's female against female, it is what it is.
At least I'm going to Bob Garner. That's my homegirl.
I'm going out to Arizona in a couple weeks, and one of the fights that's featured is a Senicia Estrada against Yokasta Valle. That's going to be pretty good.
Legit.
She's legit. I really like Senicia. She's a very nice person, very intelligent, very smart, and very skilled. She's good. Yeah. But if you were to say, Steve, would you rather watch all men's boxing or women's boxing? It's a no-brainer. It's all men. It is.
But why we gotta compare? Why can't we just say I enjoy both? Why is everything we do in this earth
really?
compared
So
to the people of joy?
Here we go. Let me just before I leave here, just step back, clear the lane,
please.
If I said to you, Smitty, I got a pair of seats to the basketball game. I'll see you at the crypto. I'll give you the ticket, and you'd be like, oh my God, crypto, oh my, and you open up the envelope. And it's the WNBA Sparks game and not the Lakers. I'd be like, well, wait a minute. How come you just can't enjoy basketball? Really, Smitty? Really?
That's not my point, Steve. I'm saying if we're
Why
talking
can't you
about
just enjoy
women's
basketball?
boxing right now, why are we even bringing up male boxing?
Why can't you
That wasn't the
just enjoy
subject
those
at
great
hand.
layups? How come you just can't enjoy those great layups?
That wasn't the subject at hand. If I knew that we were going to a women's game and that was the initial conversation, ooh, I'm not even thinking about it. You can't shock me and surprise me.
I threw a flag on Steve. He's 15-yard penalty. Enjoying layups comment. Oh, my God. Classic.
Real quick before you leave, Steve, what was your initial thoughts on Francis getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua?
You know, I don't really rip Francis. He's not in his element. It's like asking Michael Jordan to play hockey against Wayne Gretzky. It's not fair. but this is really a byproduct of Tyson Fury not doing what he was supposed to. And I knew once the element of surprise was gone and Anthony Joshua felt a threat, he would take this much more seriously. So Anthony Joshua, in the words of Chris Rock, fed his children, stayed out of jail, and he got a job. In other words, he did what he was supposed to. That's it.
It makes Tyson Fury look so much
terrible
worse to me, though.
It makes him look like a fool. But Smitty, yeah, DM me your address. I'm going to mail you some Sparks tickets. Because after all, I want you to enjoy that basketball.
Hey, Steve, I say lower the rim, and I get looked at like I'm an asshole.
Lower the rim and a smaller ball.
Yeah, lower
the ball's already smaller.
Make it smaller.
Size matters, Steve. Size matters.
That's what she says. You're right.
Steve, you going on Whitlock?
Not today. Probably tomorrow.
I need to go on Whitlock ASAP, Rocky. I need to get my word out there since I'm trending. I need to be trending.
You on the Coach Jerry show with Big Smitty. That's the biggest show on planet Earth. What you talking about?
Yeah, but I got to get
trending. We need to come on our shit.
I got to get on Rogan, Theo Vaughn. I got to get on this woman thing. I got to get it going.
All right, guys.
All right, Steve. I'll see you Thursday.
Right, see you guys later.
Later.
Out to the women. All
right.
Hey, ladies, man, I'm going to tell you, hey, I love y'all, respect y'all, appreciate you for everything y'all do in this world. Y'all give birth to us humans. Without y'all, we literally wouldn't be here. We all got mothers, we all got aunties, grandmas, sisters, all that, cousins. We appreciate y'all. Y'all need it. Y'all necessary. It wouldn't be no man without a woman. You know what I mean? We gave y'all the rib, you know what I mean, to help y'all out. We are a team. We appreciate y'all. Y'all just can't coach football and y'all can't do certain things because that's what JB said. You feel me, D Jones? He don't like this show. Like he's tired of getting up. So instead of like him quitting the show, he wants to like just get canceled. So it's like, oh, I didn't mean to. We got canceled, Big Smitty. We can't do it no more.